What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Kentucky Blueneck with you. Guys, 2 rules. Rule number 1, hit that like. Rule number 2, hit that subscribe. Now, hope you guys are having a great freaking day today. It is August 1st. They say August is just as hot as July. I can't handle it. Freaking out. I hate it. It's not too bad here. Like, it's really nice here today. Like, the temperature on the car is saying 80 degrees. That's awesome. Let's keep it there. Don't go up. You can go down if you want, but don't go up. But anyway, guys, today's video is, you know, there's no updates on anything. I haven't really seen anything that catches my eye, you know. But I had a question from Karen V. Karen V asked me, was there a lot of fight? Did I see a lot of fights in prisons and jail? And was I in any fights? Okay, yes, I saw a lot of fights. Was I ever in a fight? I was in one fight, one actual fist fight. I had a lot of arguments. God, my eyes are killing me. But I had a lot of arguments, you know, because not everyone loved this sweet personality that I have. But I had one fight, and still to this day, I could not tell you why. But I was in Cumberland, Maryland. I was in FCI Cumberland, and we was at the rec yard, and we was playing basketball. And I told you a few videos back that basketball and stuff like that, when you have an aggression that's built up, you can play basketball or football or whatever, and it helps you relieve that aggression without getting, you know, into a fight or stabbing or whatever happens, you know. But I was playing ball. It was a bunch of us out there playing, and I was playing with this one guy. We was guarding each other, and now we had been cool. I couldn't even tell you this guy's fucking name, but we had been cool. And you know, we played ball for like an hour, and we beat the shit out of each other, and that's just what it is. And you know, it was all over. We was going back in, and we gave a little fist bump, said, all right, man, take it easy, and went in. Okay, that was in the afternoon rec. After dinner, you can go back out for rec. You can go back out and stay in the yard all night long until like 9 o'clock. It's like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then they call you in for head count, and that's locked down. You're locked in, not locked down, but you're locked in. And you know, we went back out after dinner, and he was there, the guy I was playing ball with, and we wasn't playing ball. We was inside the hall, the rec yard, or the rec hall. It's where there's pool tables. I told you about people playing Dungeons and Dragons and shit all the time, and just people playing cards, playing pool, Dungeons and Dragons, and sitting around watching TV, shooting shit. Nothing big going on out there at all. Well, this guy, me and him had a few words, and I don't even know what started it. I really don't, because I thought we was cool, but I had pissed this dude off somehow. Like earlier playing basketball, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Don't really give two shits. But you know, we started going back and forth at each other, and you know, I knew what was getting ready to happen. And you remember when you was little, and you know, if you never said it, you've heard someone say it. Go ahead, hit me first. I dare you, hit me first. You know, you remember that stuff? Well, as you get older, that shit don't happen no more. You don't say that to someone, because now you're going to fight bigger people that will knock your ass out. So I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't going to say, hit me first, you know, so I hit him. And, you know, and then he staggered back and fell into a chair, and we was by a pool table. And I grabbed a pool ball, and I hit this guy in the head about 4 or 5 times with a pool ball. I had a pool ball in my hand and just kept hitting him in the head with it. Well, then the COs came and threw me on the ground, handcuffed me, took me to the hole, and that's when I went to the hole for 93 days and then got shipped off to Farrington, New Jersey. But Karen, that's the only fight I had, and still to this day couldn't tell you why. Honestly couldn't. It is what it is. It happened, whatever. I didn't lose sleep. I'm sure he didn't. He had a fucking headache, I can tell you that. But you know, it was a dead issue. I still, like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know why this dude was so mad, but whatever, it's over. That was years ago. Now, what we are going to talk about for a minute, the do's and don'ts of jail and prison rules. Okay, like everyone, you have your whole street, or not street, but the outside rules. Well, inside rules, they're not much different, but they're enforced a lot more. We'll put it that way for the most part. But like rule number 1, you do not talk about someone's race. You don't do it. Whether you're white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Asian, Chinese, whatever, you don't talk about it, because that is automatic grounds to fight. That's one of those that where, like the N-word, I can't stand the N-word. I hate it. I have a biracial daughter, and I can't stand that word, and I've always been that way, even before my daughter and everything else. I hated that word with a passion. But that's one that will get you beat down immediately, because if you say that, if you start degrading a race, then you're not fighting that guy, you're fighting numerous guys from that race. That's just how it is. It's common sense. Don't fucking say it. If you have a problem, you say something, but you never bring race into it. And something else, you cannot call someone a bitch in prison or jail and expect things to just fly away, because that is like besides race and stuff, that is the one word that will get you beat down, is if you call another grown man a bitch. If you do, plan on fighting. That's how it is. You do not say that without extreme repercussions coming at you. Another one is respect. Is you have to respect people, whether you like them or not. You have to show them some form of respect. If you don't, and things are just going to be difficult for a while for your time, because respect is a big thing. Remember me telling you about the guy Muhammad, the guy that cut the dude's head off and put it in the street in Philadelphia. Like I said, he oozed respect. He was all about respect. He demanded respect. He would not say nothing, but you can just tell it's something that he demanded. And that is something that everyone wants, is respect. And the best way to get the respect is to show the respect. So that's a big thing that'll get you get going. Another one is gambling. Gambling in there all the time. I mean, if you can bet on it, it's being bet on. That's just how it is. And if you're gambling and you lose and you don't have what you said you have to gamble in the first place, big problem. That goes back to, okay, if I'm gambling with you and you lose and you don't have the stuff to pay me, the commissary or stamps or tunas or whatever it is, if you don't have it, then you just disrespected me, made me look weak, because I can't let you get away with, not paying up. So gambling is one of the easiest ways to get beat down. It is. And like, I remember one guy, and he wasn't a big dude. He was just an average dude, and he lost some money. And the other guy was even smaller. He was like maybe 5'7", 5'8", little guy. And the 5'7", 5'8" guy was owed money, and the other guy didn't have the money to pay what he lost. So everything just kind of breezed by. Nothing was really said. He's like, fuck you, you're, all this other shit like that. That's just how it went. Well, later that night, I will never forget it. You guys ever heard lock in the sock? If you take a little padlock, a little combination lock that you would put on a locker in high school, well, that's what we got when we was in there to keep our stuff locked up. The 5'7" guy took a lock and put it in socks and went up and snuck up on this guy and just started wailing on this dude with this lock. The thing that got me was like, you know, you think you just got hit in the head with a steel object, okay? And he hit him numerous times. The dude that he hit just stood there because he hit him in the back of the head. He stood there and he goes, he felt his head and he goes, "You made me fucking bleed." And that's it. He didn't fall. He didn't stumble. He didn't do it. He grabbed his head after being hit in the head with a lock numerous times and said, "You made me fucking bleed." And he tore that dude apart. I mean, that was one of the best fights. It wasn't even a good fight. It was a beat down. But, you know, gambling will put you into that situation. Let's see. If you owe somebody something, you know, I talked about stores, you know, commissary. There was people in each unit that had a store. It means that they had so much commissary that you could go to them and be like, "Hey man, let me get a bag of chips." Well, a bag of chips is $1 on commissary, but it's $2 for you to buy it. You know, so if you, and a lot of store guys, if they're cool, they'll let you build up a bill. You know, you can do $30, $40, $50, $60, whatever. And then when it's commissary day, you'll give your commissary sheet to the store guy, and then the store guy will fill out however much you owe him. And then, you know, you'll get that from commissary. Then you'll bring it back to the cell, to a cell, and then that's how you pay your debt. If you run up a store bill or any kind of bill that you owe and you don't pay it, that's a beat down. You know, it's one of those that, you know, don't bite off more than you can chew type thing. You know, everything, like I told you, everything in prison was 2 for 1. Like, remember I said 2 for 1. It's like, if it's $1 on commissary, it's $2 from the store, because the store's got to make their money. But if you owe somebody and you don't pay them, I've seen a lot of people get beat up. As a matter of fact, I did see one person get stabbed over commissary, and it was only like $30 or $40. It wasn't nothing, you know, outright outrageous. It was a very cheap thing. But, you know, always pay your debts. Don't ever go into debt if you know you can't pay it, because there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. You know, so that's, from what I can think of off the top of my head, that's the biggest things is, you know, you can't involve race. You can't disrespect someone. You can't steal from someone. You can't owe someone. And, you know, you got to be able to pay your debts. That's I think the 5 biggest things. Besides, you know, besides the crimes that you're in there for, those are the 5 things that will, you know, that start on the inside. And, you know, have to be handled inside. It has nothing to do with what you did to get there. Because, you know, like I said, if you're a pedophile or something like that, that's a different story. This story is just about what you do when you don't, you know. But, you know, everything summed up, mind your P's and Q's. You know, don't go into debt. Don't gamble something you know you can't pay if you lose. Don't talk about someone's race. Don't ever call someone a bitch. And, you know, just do your time, do your bid, and mind your P's and Q's. But that's all I got for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your day. It is Tuesday, so enjoy it. You know, hopefully it's nice where you're at. But either way, guys, remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you all have a kick-ass freaking day.